What up, YouTube? Team Movies here. So today is the birthday of actress Brittany Murphy, who tragically passed away like 10 years ago. Crazy to believe that she passed away in December 2009. Next month is literally going to be the 10th anniversary of her passing, which is really crazy to believe. I mean, she was a pretty good actress. You know, she tragically she passed away at, I can't remember how old she is. I think she was either 27 or 29. But she left behind a really interesting film career, and she was also on King of the Hill too, which is a cool show. But I'm actually gonna be talking about her film career because she has a really interesting resume. So, with that being said, here's my 10 favorite Brittany Murphy movies. All right, coming in at number 10 is a film called Spun, which is a black comedy that takes place in got released in 2002 and follows the 3-day binge of a small crew of addicts. You've got Jason Schwartzman, who plays this character named Ross, who's very addicted to meth, and it's like tasked to with driving Brittany Murphy's character Nikki back home in exchange for like more drugs and all. So yeah, and Brittany Murphy was really great in this. You also saw Jason Schwartzman, who I always found to be a very underrated actor. Jason Schwartzman's awesome. And this film also featured a really interesting. Anyway, it features a really interesting cast list. Like you got people like Mia Safari, Mickey Rourke is in this. You also got John Leguizamo, Josh Peck was in this. Pierce Stormer. It's a really interesting cast. I mean, it is another movie about addiction, which they have so many movies about addiction nowadays. But yeah, Spun is really good. Like it's part comedy. There's dramatic stuff in it, but not really that bad of a film. Alright. Coming in at number 9, it is the film Just Married. Now this movie actually scored Brittany and Ashton Kutcher like Razzie nominations, which I think this movie is much better than people give it credit for. Just Married is pretty awesome. You know, it's where like Ashton Kutcher and Brittany Murphy plays these newlyweds from like different walks of life, who ends up testing their relationship while on their European honeymoon, and just pretty much like a really interesting slapstick style rom com. And it's directed by director Sean Levy, who also gave us stuff like Sheep by Dozen. He also gave us Night at the Museum. Sean Levy is a cool director. Not to mention he's one of the creators, not creators, but one of the writers of Stranger Things. And Just Married is a really nice rom com. Ashton Kutcher and Brittany Murphy both had really nice on-screen chemistry. And yeah, Just Married is really good. If you guys haven't seen Just Married by now, give it a go. I mean, the movie got released in 2003 also. Dang, crazy to believe that it's been this long since Just Married got released.
Yeah.
Alright, coming in at number 8, it is an animated film, but it's really good. Now, Happy Feet is, of course, the musical animated film with the penguins and all. And in it, Murphy, plays one of the penguins, who's the versatile penguin Gloria, who also belt out a cool rendition of Queen's "Somebody to Love." And Brittany Murphy could sing, like, besides an acting career, she had an interesting music career as well. And that woman really knew how to bust out too. And Happy Feet, she really showed that, despite being anime, of course. And Happy Feet, she also featured voice starred alongside some interesting cast members you also had the late Robin Williams was in this, Elijah Wood. Um, you had some really great cast members in Happy Feet, and yeah, the first Happy Feet was really good. Happy Feet 2 was good too, but I still probably prefer the first film. Alright, coming in at number 7, it's a thriller called Don't Say a Word. Now this film stars Michael Douglas, and in it, Murphy plays like this, plays the role of Elizabeth Burrows, who's like this disturbed young woman recovering from traumatic events, who also refuses to speak to a detective and all. So So you got Michael Douglas's character, who's the psych patient, who's oh, who's like not a psych patient, but he's like the doctor Nathan R. Conrad, who's trying to help out Murphy with getting the who's like hiding a secret code that is the key to saving Douglas's kidnapped daughter in this. And you also got like Sean Bean was in this. Like Brittany Murphy was terrific in this movie, and like this, now granted Murphy didn't really have that much like a big part in this, but she was great, and her like on-screen chemistry with Michael Douglas was terrific. Yeah, Don't Say a Word is a really interesting thriller. If you guys ever seen it, definitely go check that one out. All right, coming in at number 6, it is Uptown Girls. Now, this film stars Murphy as this young woman named Molly Gunn, who has never really worked in her life, and she also lives like a queen since her like father, who's a famous rock star, passed away and left her his fortune. So she also realizes that her manager ends up stealing money from her because that's what managers do nowadays. But in order to get like for a quick easy pay, she decides to become a nanny for for like this this rich lady to take care of her kid who's like this bratty kid named Ray, played by Dakota Fanning. And there's like a nice on-screen friendship between Brittany Murphy and Dakota Fanning. Like those two were really like you could tell that they were good friends on and off screen. And they had some really great chemistry with one another. Uptown Girl is also really funny. It's really charming. Dakota Fanning was pretty great. Murphy was terrific. Yeah, if you guys never really seen Uptown Girls, it's really good. All right, coming in at number 5, it is Sin City. Now this is of course based on the Frank Miller graphic novel, and in it Murphy pretty much stars as this woman named Shelley, who's like a barmaid who's harassed by her abusive ex-boyfriend named Jackie Boy, played by Benicio del Toro, and of course, and she also has like a new man here, who's of course Dwight, played by Clive Owen, and Brittany Murphy was a really defiant badass in this. I thought she was really great. Like some of the moments that she had in this was interesting. This movie is like one of the most one of the most graphic films of her film career, and she was really great here. I mean, Sensei period is great. Like you also had the aforementioned Mickey Rourke, Bruce Willis, Jessica Alba, directed by Robert Rodriguez. Sin City is just great. If you guys never really seen Sin City by now, give it a go. I mean, a crime film full on black and white. This movie is really awesome. Like cool anthology, I guess you could say. Really awesome film. Alright. Coming in at number 4, it is 8 Mile. Now this stars Eminem, and in it you got Murphy plays his Eminem's love interest Alex, and she's like very sensitive here, and has like it tries to show a vulnerable side from Eminem's Jimmy character, and there's like an interesting love interest that happens in this. Yeah, interesting romance between Eminem and Brittany Murphy. And 8 Mile, sadly was also directed this. Curtis Hanson also tragically passed away, but 8 Mile was great. Of course, it has the iconic song "Lose Yourself," and the on-screen chemistry between Eminem and Brittany Murphy was terrific to watch. Yeah, I mean, 8 Mile is such an awesome film, and it also made me become sort of a fan of Eminem, by the way. Alright, coming in at number 3, it's a horror film, and that is Cherry Forest. Now, in it, it stars Michael Biehn from Alien fame, who's this, who plays like this small town sheriff named Brent Markin, who ends up pretty much discovering that the presence of a serial killer is in his sleepy hamlet, and so the killer is also, of course, the deaths cause panic is like much of the high school population, and you got his daughter played by Brittany Murphy, who is among the potential victims, since she has since she has also yet to sleep with her boyfriend. So he's pretty much targeting he's pretty much targeting like people who had naughty time, if you guys know what I mean. So yeah, Cherry Force, it's a really interesting horror flick. It's kind of underrated too, I gotta say. Like, this is really a horror film that nobody really barely talks about. And Brittany Murphy was pretty great. You also had Gabriel, man who played her like her boyfriend in this. He was great. Michael Bean, I mean, he's always a given to watch on screen. Yeah, Cherry Force is a really interesting horror flick. I mean, the killer is pretty much targeting people like non-virgin people. And if Brittany Murphy's character ends up, doing with her boyfriend, she could easily be a potential victim. So, yeah, that's an interesting. I mean, like what Randy from Scream always says, never have sex in horror films. I'm sorry, that's just something you should never do in horror films. But anyway, yeah, Cherry Force is really decent. All right, coming in at number 2 is Girl Interrupted. Now, if I was to do my favorite Murphy performances, Girl Interrupted would actually be number 1. Because Brittany Murphy, I mean, she like sort of like with Don't Say a Word. She's also in a psych ward in this movie, and she was great. I mean, she even literally outacted performances by Angela Jolie, who won an Oscar for this, and even Winona Ryder, who was also great in this. And this was like really a game changer for her career, since she has mostly done like a comedies before this. And so her character, Daisy, pretty much showed us like a new corner of realms of her capabilities and what she is able to do. And yeah, this was like a very different role for Murphy, and I thought she was terrific. Yeah, Murphy was really terrific in this. And not to mention, Girl Interrupted was directed by James Mango, who also gave us Logan. I mean, it's really a movie that takes place in a psych ward. So yeah, of course, like I said, Jolie won her an Oscar for this. It's really captivating. I mean, really good film. If you guys never seen Girl Interrupted by now, give it a go. It's a really good one. Alright. Now, now what is the best Brittany Murphy movie in my opinion? Obviously, everyone will add this in their list. I mean, it's a given. If you're a fan of Brittany Murphy, obviously this will be your number 1 pick. That is obviously Clueless. I mean, you know, around Halloween, by the way, I saw lots of people dress up as Clueless characters, which I don't was pretty cool there. Anyway, now Brittany Murphy was magnificent in this. It's directed by Fast Times director Amy Heckling, starring Alicia Silverstone, Stacey Dash. I mean, Clueless is definitely one of the before Mean Girls came around, Clueless was the go-to teen comedy back in the days. Now, of course, you also had American Pie in the '90s and loads of other good teen films, but Clueless is just hands down awesome. And Brittany Murphy was such a scene stealer here, and like her on-screen chemistry with the other female, like with us, Silverstone and Stacey Dash in this was pretty great. Yeah, it's a '90s teen comic classic, and for some reason, if you guys never seen Clueless by now, definitely go check out Clueless. It's like I said, it's a teen comic classic right there. And this was, of course, the movie that really broke Murphy into film stardom, and yeah, definitely a really good one. All right, that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown. 10, Spun. 9, Just Married. 8, Happy Feet. 7, Don't Say a Word. 6, Uptown Girls. 5, Sin City. 4, 8 Mile. 3, Cherry Force. 2, Girl Interrupted. And 1, Clueless. Now, Murphy has been in loads of other films over her short period of life. She's also been in she also did like that some movie called Something Wicked, which was like her last film. I mean, I still haven't. No. Let's see, Love and Other Disasters. That was pretty terrible. Not everything she did was great, you know. Let's see. Um, the Ramen Girl, no way. Did not like Little Black Book at all. Let's see. She was in a movie called Deadline. Ryan Calls Her Boys with Drew Barrymore. That's a pretty good one. I mean, she's been in some good stuff and some not so good stuff, but every actor has been. So, but she may be gone, but her film career will still always live on. But let me leave it to you guys. What are some of your favorite Brittany Murphy movies? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is C Movie signing off.